Sunday is the clash of the Titans. And Chelsea is currently topping the league, 29 points, I think, and United, 8th position, 17 points, so 12 points difference, yeah. And we're just going to talk about the tactical analysis we're going to envisage for the game and all that. Let's talk about the defense now. Chelsea has got the best defense so far in EPL, conceding just 4 goals after 12 matches, thanks to your keeper, Mendy. And then they got a plethora of options, especially at the centre back and wing back. So what exactly do you think would be the perfect guys to man that defense and handle it against United on Sunday? Dave, you've got so many options.
Yeah, we kind of have a lot of options. About, let's say, for defense, 4 goals, the whole of EPL and the whole of Europe. It's not even we're the best defense. And under good, one of the things that makes our defense very good is Rudiger. People there's one of the things that we do with Rudiger that most teams, let's say for instance, just give me way back, we have Antonio Conte who played the same formation that we're playing right now. But this different approach. Tuchel has a different approach of what Conte does. So what Conte does is, back in the days, he plays ball through Luis, through the center person from the middle. But what Chelsea does this time around is we play the ball through Rudiger. So which kind of makes it very difficult for people because he has the pace and he can move the ball very forward, and all that. So I think in our defense right now, having Thiago Silva with his experience, having Rudiger with aggressive nature, and then having young players like Chalobah, or we even have Christensen. We have numerous options where I think we can be able to curtail whatever United brings in. But my only fear and challenge right now is having Ben Chilwell being injured. So that's just one of my scary moment, having to bring in Marcos Alonso at the left back, and then he has someone like Sancho who might use his speed, or someone like Rashford who might use his speed. Against that, I think that's just my only challenge. But aside that, I'm kind of confident with our defense that we can do a good job.
James has been banging in goals, and it annoys me. It's good for England, but I don't like it.
James can score, James can cross, and James can defend.
Josh, United has I think the 4th worst defense in EPL currently. And they'll be playing the strongest team on Sunday, one of the strongest teams. They'll be doing that without their 2 centre halves, Maguire and Varane. And then Shaw is injured as well. So we're left with Telles, Lindelof, and Bailly. So do you see that as a problem? A very big problem?
I don't see anything as a problem anymore. When you don't get to the point where we accepted our fate. Well, I think if I ever saw anything as a problem, that problem has been solved now, at least to an extent. The problem was Solskjaer. He's gone. I'm happy. Mm-hmm. So let us go and get our beating on Sunday, and then we'll go on from there. But more specifically to your question, though, in a more analytical, objective, what's it called, rationalization, Bailey and maybe Lindelof. Now Bailey is prone to error. As much as I like Bailey, there's just something about he doesn't do himself justice. That's the thing with Bailey. One midweek he was like, "Hey, Bailey," and then 3 days after, on go.
You mess up, yeah.
I don't know what CARRICK is going to do, though. The back 4 are going to be Bissaka, Lindelof, Bailly, and probably Telles. So we're not getting Varane back anytime soon. I think the next 2 weeks.
Wow.
So, but like you said, it's been a porous defense. We kept 1 clean sheet recently. I think last few days ago, we finally kept a clean sheet. So look, the truth is we're going to concede. It's just a question of how many.
For Josh to be this humble and accept that United is going to concede. It's this is the lowest of lowest United can get to, because Josh is a proud United fan. If there's anyone in our group that is so passionate about United, is Josh. So for him to come to that point and say, "I know that we'll concede," it's just a matter of how many.
Concede and talking about them
And
losing.
Hey, madam, I didn't say lose. Well, it's not yet. I haven't said it yet. Your question was not about whether we lose or not. When you ask me that, then maybe I might. But for now, I haven't said it.
the managers that we have now in the EPL, people like Pep, Klopp, Tuchel, like Brent Rogers, right? So these coaches, they have a tactical roadmap how they want the game to go at every single minute. If it's not going the way they want, they make changes immediately. They don't waste time. So, where United is, Carrick is not there yet. Carrick is just being frank. English
Carrick.
managers are not there yet. Carrick at all. He's not there yet.
Yes, that wasn't nice, by the way.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's talk about your midfield now. Conte, the engine man of that Chelsea defense, is injured. So, who do you think will be?
Shaw does get injured a lot lately, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he has gotten to that age where
He's what, 30? Going on 31?
he's going 31.
Who do you think would be the perfect partners with Jorginho at the center on Sunday?
I think it's gonna be Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Like the Loftus-Cheek
Really?
has it's gonna be Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho.
I don't see him starting with Loftus-Cheek.
No, it's gonna be Loftus-Cheek because there's no other
Start with
person.
Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, there's no other person there to start.
This guy that you guys brought from Atletico Madrid, where is he?
No, Saul is not there yet. Saul can't do what Saul is not even Saul himself knows that he's not there yet.
He's not injured though, is he?
Yeah, he's fine. But he's gonna start with Loftus-Cheek. Barkley is available. But I don't think he's gonna start with Barkley. The reason why he's gonna start with Loftus-Cheek is this. Loftus-Cheek drives the ball forward. He's strong, he can dribble. When the game gets United game might be somehow cagey because United knows that Chelsea is gonna have a lot of the ball. Right? So United is gonna they can only make it difficult for us if they defend compact, defend together, don't give Chelsea any space because we play with space. So then if they don't do that, then we need Loftus-Cheek to be able to dribble. So I think he's going to play Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho, so both of them.
Josh, midweek, Van de Beek, we saw him. He was given a very rare opportunity. So do you think he will get another? And if he deserves it as well?
Van de Beek, the game before midweek, Van de Beek came in and then he did okay. He gave some forward passes to Ronaldo. I think he scored a goal. He scored a goal. Sancho came in and all that. And then we thought, okay, he deserved the starts against Villarreal, which he got. And that's okay. He did okay. But I've always said I'm not really on the. So if you get on Twitter, for example, our fans, our huge fan base, you have a faction that start Van de Beek. I'm in the middle, because I've seen him play. And the way we've been playing, which will be woeful, by the way, but the way we've been playing, where does Van de Beek come in? The only person who's going to bench is Bruno. He ain't going to bench Fred and McTominay. And even if he was going to, we all know that Ole Gunnar idiot wouldn't. He's always doing McFred. So we all know. But the question was, even if Solskjaer would have attempted, and I think maybe that was the fear Solskjaer had too. Even if he would have attempted to bench either McTominay or Fred, where does Van? It's not a 6. It's not really a 6, and it's not a 4. So at best, it's an 8 or a 10. So and if he was going to play 8, then he benches Bruno, and then there was Pogba to contend with. But anyway, so in midweek, so he came in, and I keenly watched him. I was paying attention to him. So he played as an 8 at first. Well, he came in as a 10. The formation on paper was a 4-2-3-1. So it was supposed to be that 10, a fulcrum behind behind Ronaldo. But it was also kind of like you could see Van de Beek is actually more of an 8 than a 10. Like natural ability that he has. He's actually more of an 8. He's not really a 10 player. And Bruno can do that. Bruno can do 10 very well, and Bruno can do 8 very well. So I think when Bruno then came in, Bruno supplied the assist. You could just tell. Talent's not talent.
Yeah.
So you could just tell Bruno has it. So I don't think, to your question, Blessing, I don't think Van de Beek would start on Sunday, and I think that's rightly so.
You prefer your McFred combo?
I don't. You're putting me on the spot. I don't look. My younger brother actually said, "Look, we attack Solskjaer, but if he doesn't play McFred, who does he play?"
Nobody.
You know, I thought about it. I said, "Look, I don't. Matic is there. Dave knows Matic well because he played for Chelsea under Mourinho.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't really think people will come on about how Matic is old and tired. I feel like if he's a professional footballer, I mean, you should be able to get 8 minutes out of him, at least 75 minutes. You know, so why doesn't Matic start? Let him play 70 to 75 minutes and then come out. Matic, he has that composure, he has that grace on the ball. I like it. He has that. He brings calm, but occasionally Matic is prone to individual errors. I believe they would agree.
Yeah,
and it might be because of heavy legs, old legs, or whatever the case is. But I would still take Matic than McFred because Fred. Look, our fan base United, we all berate Fred. I don't do that. I like Fred.
Yeah.
Ability, you can only do what you can do.
Yeah.
Fred,
you can do.
Fred is not.
You
Fred
can
is
do
not
past your power.
You can. Yeah, Fred is not Scholes. Fred is not Gundogan. Fred is not Kevin De Bruyne. So people who go on about without Fred, you know, the tenacity Fred has. That. I like it about Fred. There's a reason why Brazil coaches still pick him. You know, so but he has that tenacity, and that's when I used to play ball before I busted my ACL. That's how I play ball. You know, I'm very tenacious. I'll keep coming back at you. You know, so I like that about Fred. But McTominay, they don't complement each other. It would have been nice if they complemented each other, helped each other out. But they don't. Yeah. So every time I see the lineup and I see Fred McTominay, we call him McFred now. No, it's a no. So to your question, I would not McFred. I would actually hope. I've always believed in this idea of bringing a former player against a player against their former club, because there's always that incentive to want to do better. So maybe play Matic as that pivot in the middle, that pivot, you know, and then maybe I don't know. I don't think he's gonna play Matic and Fred though, because they kind of play the same role. So you could do a Matic and McTominay, I think, you know, but I think he's gonna start with Fred, which means he's gonna want to play McTominay. So yes, there's going to be a McFred.
Going forward, United need to increase their attacking outputs. You know, to bring down a team like Chelsea, they need to apply individual brilliance, and then CARRICK needs to think and come up with something. So, what do you think, or which players do you think can actually cause problems for Chelsea at that front line? I know Ronaldo is there already, so
we all know what Ronaldo can do. Like you said, Ronaldo is there already. I can go out on a limb right now and say that Martial is not going to start on Sunday.
Definitely.
So it's not going to start. So we would probably go with Ronaldo, Rashford, and Sancho. Sancho has to play for sure.
Yeah.
You know, but people have been saying that Sancho plays from the right. That's his preferred position. And if there was ever any time to see if that was correct or not, it was this Tuesday, because he played from the right on Tuesday. And people who have been saying that, they will say, well, see, he scored a goal finally. You know, I personally think, I mean, again, the few times I watched him at Dortmund, I kind of prefer Sancho on the left. And that idea of Ronaldo doing this inverted thing where he switches to the flanks and then, you know, so I think the way it might work against Chelsea is not having a set position, so they could all rotate, you know, because Rashford does this inverted run in behind. Lindelof has supplied, at least that I remember off the top of my head, Lindelof has supplied at least 2 passes, long ball straight diagonally. Rashford. So Rashford might be able to do that. Now we're not going to do any game press on Sunday. I think that's right. We're going to sit back, try to soak in, and then attack. The only problem with that is everybody knows that that's what we're going to do. So Chelsea will keep the ball, knock it around, tire us out. But to your question, I think the front three will do better if even Ronaldo, you know, comes in and then do this, you know, circling around and rotating, and then not, because I think it's easier. Well, I say easier, but maybe not easier, but I think it's doable, especially against a 3. If you can get our fullbacks, because I know CARRICK isn't going to do a 3. I think CARRICK is going to go with his 4-2-3-1. So he's going to do those fullbacks. It would be nice to even see Reece James and Wan-Bissaka. Wait, no, it's going to be the other way around. But at least let's see what they both do on the pitch, even though they're not going to be coming out against each other.
Okay, so Dave, which attacking players do you think it's best for Chelsea on Sunday?
I think Chelsea will play with like Hudson-Odoi. Like Hudson-Odoi is going to start.
Really?
Yeah, Odoi is going to start.
So Loftus is going to play. Odoi is going to play.
Odoi is going to play. Definitely 100%. Odoi is going to play.
So you're going to bring Reece James, all those young boys, Reece James, Loftus. Wow. You're probably thinking Chalobah might play.
Chalobah is going to play, yes.
That's like 4 young boys already. That's not even the 5.
And they're playing well.
They're playing well, but
all of them are young boys. All of them.
The thing about Chelsea is this: is the system that is working. It's not the players. That is just the difference. Odoi has been on the best form of his life. Like he has played our last 6 or 7 games back to back. He has started.
I was thinking Pulisic would play instead of Odoi. Honestly,
no, Pulisic will not start instead of Odoi. The reason why Pulisic will not start is this: Pulisic cannot defend. Like he cannot defend. Like
Odoi is defend if you guys are gonna have the ball anyway. So what are you defending?
Odoi is gonna play. Mount is gonna start. Mount, Odoi, and then this is where I think now I would think either like Tuchel decide not to go with a traditional center forward. If he decides to go,
Lukaku is back now, right?
He's back, but I don't think he's gonna start. I don't think he's gonna start. He's gonna come in second half. So what he's gonna do is like we don't necessarily need Timo Werner in this game, but I think he's gonna start. Yeah, I will not necessarily
stretch the defense.
To stretch the defense. That's just the only thing I think he's gonna come do because United are not Liverpool. They are not Man City. United sits deep, but Liverpool or Man City they always try to push forward. This is where Werner comes in. He runs behind and then stretch them. But United, you can only stretch who is coming out. Who is sitting back? How can you stretch them? Where are you stretching them to?
So would it not be better for him not to start with Werner? And then
so I don't think he might not start with Werner. He might play with Ziyech because we need someone that can with Ziyech. We need someone that can play our first 9 and drop in the midfield and make some move and give strength of passes.
So you think starting Pulisic is not ideal?
I don't think Pulisic is gonna start. I'll assume that he might want to bring someone that's going to make us recover the ball and is going to make us hold the ball because United is going to defend it, which we all know. I don't think United is going to surprise us. There's nothing there to surprise.
The only surprise might be in the results. That's fine.
The result can go in United's favor. It's football, right?
Yeah.
But in a good conscience, if you have $1,000 and someone give you $1,000 and say, please bet on which team that you think is going to win. In good conscience, which team are you going to bet that you think
no team.
Even Josh is going to bet on Chelsea, so you don't even need to.
No team. I'll go and spend the money.
I'll be surprised if we start Pulisic. I'll be very, very surprised. Very, very surprised. But I think Lukaku is going to come in second half.
He would love to. He would love to. He would love to play against us.
United, yeah. So he's going to come in second half. So I think it's going to be a very good game. It's going to be a very good game, exciting game, and United is going to they will take the beating. We don't have anything to prove. We just have to play our game.
You do.
No, we don't have.
You are. No.
We don't have.
No. Listen, Liverpool, City. I think probably just Liverpool and City, and then of course ourselves. We are all rooting for United on Sunday. You know that, right?
Definitely, it's gonna be good for them if Chelsea lose. But the only thing that excites me about Chelsea is this: it's not because I'm a Chelsea fan, but based on facts and how we are playing.
You guys are scary right now.
They're
actually more scary to me than City and than Liverpool. They're really scary.
We are doing well.
But somebody said the way Chelsea's playing like they drink some kind of energy drink mixed with
we hardly get tired.
You guys have played,
so we're playing well. Yeah, City is the only thing that beating Chelsea.
But Liverpool was a draw. Liverpool was a 0-0 or 1-1 or something.
1-1.
Yeah.
1-1.
You know what? I think I have the answer to my own question. My question was going to be who's going to beat Chelsea. Then comes Manchester United.
Yeah, the good thing is everyone is going to drop points. That's the good thing about EPL. We all know that. Liverpool will drop points. Man City will drop points. Chelsea will drop points.
I think Chelsea will drop points to small teams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Starting from United.
United is one team.
That's what I'm seeking.
This is funny. Oh, okay.
So, Josh, I know you actually. I need you to be very honest now. Time to give your predictions. Now, for most people, Chelsea are actually the favorite to win on Sunday. So, can you predict the scoreline and players that are going to score for both teams?
On Sunday, if I'm going to go out on a limb and predict, I mean, I know. Look, there's the me who loves my club, my heart, my love, my blood, everything. You know, I live for my club. On the side of optimism and hope and faith, yes, I hope and I want and I believe that we would win. On the side of rationalism, pragmatism, we're going to get beat. And I know my United fan that would see this would say, oh, he's not a proper fan. Oh, I'm a proper fan. I'm probably the best fan I know, personally, that loves my club. But I think we're going to get beat. It's just a matter of by how many. And I think when I say that, I hope we keep it to a minimum level. We shouldn't be going down there and be getting beat 5-0 again, 4-1. Liverpool and Man City match was so horrible. Not so much even the score, but just how we were beaten. So if we can keep it to like 2-1, maybe Ronaldo scores a goal. Maybe keep it to. One thing I noticed though is Chelsea. Chelsea don't really go out mauling people 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, they do okay. I think they beat Norwich. Was it Chelsea who beat Norwich like 7?
Yeah.
But Chelsea necessarily wouldn't go out wanting to kill you by 5 or 6 goals. I don't see that happening though. By the way, so I'll say 2-1. I'll say 2-1 against United. 1 for United and then 2 for Chelsea. Sadly.
Yeah. So what players are you looking at to score for both teams?
Ronaldo score 1, and then hopefully Reece James doesn't score any goal. I'm tired of seeing Reece James scoring. Jesus. I'll say. I want Pulisic. I love Pulisic. I mean, I'm American, so probably because I'm American, I have the bias for Pulisic. Maybe he comes in and scores.
Captain America, okay.
Yeah, as an American, as our boss. So now your goalie is just unknown. Where's he from? Where did that boy come from?
Mendy from Senegal.
Senegal.
He came from Rennes, so he was
French league.
From French league, like
just something else. See, that's another thing on Sunday, right? It's another thing on Sunday. So even after we've done everything and we're about to score, we have Mendy to contend with again.
Yep. So that's just the but the thing is, this is where I would predict that United will score. It's all because of Ronaldo. Because it's just because. But the only thing I would say, the reason why I would still give it to that we might not concede is this: if Ronaldo become the focal point of the attack, then it's game over because Ronaldo just needs to be frustrated.
Yeah.
Just frustrate him. He gets annoyed. Don't let the ball get to him. And make sure that Bruno Fernandes does not touch the ball like 1 or 2 touches. Just limit him to 1 touch. No, basically, like Chelsea has a system that works. So we don't have anyone that we're going to say this person is going to score for us. Anyone can score.
You guys have been keeping a lot of clean sheets, right? You guys haven't conceded much.
50 games, 31 clean sheets.
Huh?
50 games under Tuchel, 31 clean sheets.
Wow.
So
I think the EPL so far 8 clean sheets or thereabout. Yeah.
EPL 8 clean sheets.
50 games under Tuchel, 31 clean sheets. That's like now you be the statistician. That's like 70%.
Yeah.
70-something%.
Yeah. So we are. I think Chelsea's gonna win.
Well, who go score or go for us?
So Dave, your predictions.
The prediction I will just being fair. I'll go with Chelsea beating United 2-0.
Just being fair. So if you are not fair, it will be 5-0.
Hold on. We're not being fair.
I'm not being fair. I assume it's gonna be like up to 4-0, like on a good day.
So okay, you said anybody can score. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, anybody can score. We don't have anyone that is a focal point.
The 2 people that I don't want them to score. on Sunday. Rudiger
and James. Yeah, probably. Rudiger will not
Sometimes
start.
Rudiger just scoring and celebrating. Like it's so beautiful. It's so admirable that it's annoying to people like me.
Yeah,
I
know.
My team play like this. See, Maguire, I know they see that slap bed. Maguire,
but they let people like you.
It's annoying.
Yeah, so we have a good chance of winning.